Why does America pay ridiculously low wages when the cost of living is so high? Edit. Wow, I'm shocked this blew up. Please forgive the terrible grammar. I wrote this last night when I was extremely tired. Seriously, why? And when will we do something about it? My husband and I were making 3x more money. I lost my job in February, than we were 10 years ago and still living paycheck to paycheck. And when I interview for positions, the pay offer is lower than what I was offered at entry level. It's laughable. I can literally make more money driving for DoorDash and it's still not enough. Not because the government doesn't give a about its citizens. It is bought and paid for by the billionaire class and it will never be enough money for them.
Because people aren't organizing enough locally and sharing what history has proven is the only effective answer is banned online for good reason. The owning class seldom gives up power peacefully.
I feel like I'm being squeezed on food in the US.
How is food so expensive? I cannot get affordable food that isn't trash where I live, even if I wanted trash. A McDouble at McDonald's in my town is $3.69. They were $1 where I lived 10 years ago. At grocery stores I'm paying more money for less food. Shrinkflation was one thing, but now it's paired with regular oldflation. I'm responsible for feeding one other person. I can't imagine how people are managing to feed 3 or 4. Even rice and beans isn't the basically free that it used to be unless you're eating actual plastic. I know several friends who've been to Thailand and Japan recently and were shocked at how affordable food was. Good, healthy, fresh food as well. Tasty food. Why is food so expensive here in the US where we have so many abundant natural resources and so much farmland? I spend more money on food than rent right now. I'm just shocked at the price of going to the grocery store, and it just keeps getting worse every trip.
Anyone ever notice how many stupid jobs that make you take a drug test where it's really not necessary?
For example, I remember being 19 and applying for a server job at a country buffet located inside a Flying J's truck stop. When I applied, the manager at the time handed me paperwork to go to a local clinic to get a hair test. I laughed, said kiss my, threw the paperwork in the trash on my way out. Another example was retail. Puma store that opened up at a local outlet mall. I was part of the team that actually helped get that store ready for opening. It was open for less than 2 years before closing its doors. Test before getting hired. These are 2 stupid jobs where lives are not at risk, but making sure the underpaid employee isn't on drugs is a must. Anyone have any other stupid examples? I was one of the opening crew at a Mellow Mushroom, and the franchise owner asked the bow manager if we should drug test the applicants. Do you want to open the store? He asked in response.
Boss said we can't come into the office until after the national emergency alert test. He has reminded us 3 times over the past few days that the office will be offline and we are not to come into work until 1 p.m. PST due to the test. Is he okay? I've been reading about some of the conspiracy theories, trying to decide on which one would most align with his strange decision. I'm starting to think maybe he's just insane Macron/Sue/Macron. And no, I probably won't get paid for the time I'm being forced to miss due to his paranoia. I just got the alert, and other than an urge to crack open my neighbor's skull and feast on the goo inside, I feel fine. It went off, I clicked the OK button, and went back to work. Wasn't even that loud. People are really ridiculous. So their theory is that they're warning us, but are lying and that it's actually harmful and will hurt us. Why warn us then?